So one thing that I found interesting was just the differing views of the different religious leaders, their differing views on homosexuality. Yeah, they all had something different to say, and I'll talk about it a little bit more in question 4. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. One value that I found was forgiveness. The Shepherd family forgave, well, almost, yeah, they forgave. We're ready to forgive Aaron and Russ, especially like during the trial when they were talking about giving Aaron the death penalty. They asked them not to do it, and that must have been a really hard thing for them to do. But yeah, they forgave. Um, and then another value was community, especially during the parade when Harry Woods was talking. It started out with behind the homecoming, the banner for Matt, there was 100 people, and then when they turned back, there was 500. So yeah, just that like community was huge, and then like the community with all like the community members, like after it happened, they all kind of rallied together and supported each other through it. Um, One thing that I underlined um, in the stage directions, a couple times it was said sotto voce or sotto voce. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I didn't really understand what that meant. But the literal definition of it is in a quiet voice, but it's kind of like when one person's talking, their voice kind of fades so that another person starts to talk over them. So it kind of gives that effect of like multiple people talking at once. Yeah. So religion, like I said before, all the religious leaders had different views about homosexuality, and yeah, I just thought that was interesting, and I feel like religion in this play kind of represents the divide. There are the people that are okay with homosexuality, there are the people that are against homosexuality, and the religion is just kind of like, it was like, yeah, it just represented that divide, like either us or like them. And yeah, so you had like Matthew's funeral was performed in a Catholic church by a priest, so like there's that. And then like there was the Baptist priest who was like said that he personally like didn't believe in homosexuality, but he knew that a lot of like members of his congregation were like accepting of it, and it's not that he thought that Matthew was a bad person, like he would still love Matthew, but he just didn't agree with his ways. And then you had Reverend Fred Phelps, who was all like Westboro Baptist Church on protesting and whatnot. So yeah, I just think that the religion represents that like divide. Um, so the Laramie Project differs from Intimate Apparel. First of all, Laramie Project has like 3 or 4 pages worth of characters in the beginning, and Intimate Apparel had about 6 characters. Um, Laramie Project moves back and forth in time, and the Intimate Apparel always moved forward. The Laramie Project also had many different subplots within the one plot, whereas Intimate Apparel had like one plot. It revolved around like the same characters, and I think that that episodic style is important for the Laramie Project because that with the episodic style you can get kind of like all the backstories and stuff so that you can better like understand the characters, and then you can therefore better understand like the whole story. And then my 2 questions are: how do you think that this play contributed to like current attitudes towards homosexuality? Do you think it was a positive thing, or do you think it like negatively depicted it? So yeah, what do you think like it helped us move forward? Like, what are your views on that? And then how do you think that the play portrays the media? Because there's a lot of media involvement in the play. So yeah, do you think it portrays them negatively, positively? It doesn't really have an impact. Yeah. So